Chancellor Davis, fellow members of the Campus Advisory Board, distinguished faculty and staff, parents, grandparents, family who were not invited but still decided to show up, and most importantly, graduates of the Penn State class of 2013. OMG, this is so cool. I want to take a moment to recognize the Penn State Wilkes-Barre faculty and staff. They are an incredibly dedicated group of academicians. As we were receiving our instructions from the graduation marshal before the opening procession, I was taking in the moment and looking around at everyone in their academic regalia. Now, academic regalia is just a fancy term for brightly colored hoods and silly hats. But I couldn't help but think to myself, we're bringing sexy back. But I digress. OMG. I cannot believe that I'm standing up here. And looking out at you graduates, I can't believe some of you made it. You graduates thought you were the only ones with big accomplishments in 2013. But in December of this year, the text message will turn 21 years old. That means that many of you do not know a world where there were no text messages. It's estimated that 6 billion messages are sent in the United States every day. And globally, 8.6 million text messages are sent every year. In our two-thumb typing, instant gratification, autocorrect world, even our vocabulary has changed. In 2011, the mainstay of language, the Oxford English Dictionary, added LOL, the heart symbol, and OMG to their ranks. These acronyms have permeated our lives, and we've all experienced our share of OMG moments. It probably happened to you graduates today as you were driving out to commencement and realized that this is the last time you'd be coming on campus as a Penn State student. OMG. And parents, you probably had an OMG moment earlier this semester when you finally realized no more tuition payments. I had an OMG moment when Chancellor Davis contacted me about being today's commencement speaker. I mean, I'm not a politician or even a YouTube sensation. I've never even participated in a Harlem Shake video. I'm not an actor or a famous athlete or rapper, and despite the rumors, I've never dated a Kardashian. To prepare for today's remarks, I did extensive research on commencement speeches. And much like your final class projects, by extensive I mean I Googled it, and then watched a few YouTube videos. One etiquette expert said that commencement speeches should last about 15 minutes, good ones. So I figured a great commencement speech has got to be at least like 30 minutes. I'm only kidding. Or am I? I also talked with several of my work colleagues and my family members about their college graduations. And only one person, my sister-in-law, could remember her commencement speaker. And that's because it was Bill Cosby. To make things worse, when thinking back on my 2 graduations from Penn State, I cannot remember who delivered those commencement addresses. OMG. This realization forced me to concentrate on my message, because there's a very good chance you're not going to remember me. But in that OMG moment, I found my theme for today's remarks. We need to stop focusing on the unexpected, shocking, and bewildering moments and start living an OMG life. In an OMG life, the O stands for opportunity. Thomas Edison is quoted as saying, "Opportunity is missed by most people because it's dressed in overalls and it looks like work." I learned about the impact of opportunity from my dad. Growing up, my dad always wanted to be an architectural engineer. Despite his high school guidance counselor's insistence on a more traditional field like teaching or accounting, my dad did not compromise. He found the best degree program at Penn State, got accepted, and started to pursue his dream. During my father's freshman year at Penn State, his father, my grandfather, passed away. While I'm sure my dad had thoughts of changing paths after his father's untimely passing, he was steadfast in the opportunities that Penn State and architectural engineering presented. And despite being newly widowed with 3 teenage children, my grandmother put my father through the 5-year program and assisted her 2 daughters, my aunts, in pursuing their dreams in nursing. Even though my grandmother did not have a college degree, she knew the opportunities that higher education would provide her children, and she had a great determination to push our family ever forward. Understanding the sacrifices his mother made, and although he had a lucrative job offer in Texas, upon graduation, my dad started his career and his life with my mom here in northeastern Pennsylvania. So while I learned about opportunity from my dad, he definitely learned the value of hard work and pursuing opportunities from my grandma Dougherty. I'm sure all of you can recall mentors who through word and deed have expressed the significance of finding and pursuing opportunities. You are lucky if opportunity is handed to you. For most of us, it doesn't come that easy. And it's often been said that life is preparation for opportunity. My advice is simple. If opportunity presents itself, or if you have to work your butt off to get it, make the best decision you can at the time and with the information presented, and go for it. Remember that life is short, but your potential is limitless. You have a clear choice. You can sit on the sidelines and watch life pass you by, or you can be an active participant in the game changer that will be your destiny. Choose the latter and embrace opportunity. M stands for meaning. While I learned about the incredible impact of pursuing opportunity from my family, the search for meaning has been an adventure in self-discovery. One of my favorite movies is Good Will Hunting. If you've seen the movie, you know it's difficult for me to quote and still keep my remarks PG. The movie is a coming-of-age story of a math and science genius, Will Hunting, played by Matt Damon, who's a janitor and struggling to find his identity. He finds a friend and a confidant in a therapist named Sean, who's played by Robin Williams. There's a scene in which Sean is talking to Will on a park bench in Boston's public garden, and he says, "So if I asked you about art, you'd probably give me the skinny on every art book ever written. Michelangelo, you know a lot about him, right? Life's work, political aspirations, the whole works. But I'll bet you cannot tell me what it smells like in the Sistine Chapel. You've never been there. You've never seen that beautiful ceiling." What I hope you take away from this short monologue is don't just go through the motions of life. Really experience it. In your life experiences, you should strive for uncompromising meaning and purpose. Be your best you. In his book Drive, author Daniel Pink asks his readers to consider the simple yet powerful question, what's my sentence? Describe your life and who you are, who you want to become in a single sentence, and let those words serve as life's navigational beacon. You will only realize the authentic meaning in your life when you know your limits and push them every day. Set goals for yourself, and not just career goals. Using goals, chart a course for finances, recreation, family, community, spirituality, lifelong learning, and yes, even retirement. Start planning now. Taking the time to create personal and professional goals lays the foundation for bringing meaning to life. And having that direction continuously pushes you to do better, to reach higher, and to achieve more. When you love what you do and you see the impact that you can have, meaning is achieved. Through pursuing opportunity and finding meaning, I've upped my stakes in life. Up yours. Just making sure you're still awake. G stands for gratitude. Sharing and showing gratitude has been linked to better health, improved sleep, enriched long-term life fulfillment, and more compassionate behavior to others. All things we certainly could use a little more of in our lives and in our society. But unfortunately, in today's world, gratitude is common sense, but not common practice. In the 12th night, William Shakespeare wrote, "I can no other answer make, but thanks and ever thanks." There is tremendous intensity in the words, thank you. If you attend any of my career development lectures on campus, you know that I'm a passionate believer in the importance of writing and sending handwritten thank you notes. In part due to our electronic communications, letter writing is fast becoming a dying art. It is our unique responsibility to bring it back, to always remember to express thanks and to embrace an attitude of gratitude. But saying the words thank you is only one component of gratitude. To truly accept and share an attitude of gratitude, you must give back. Give back to your family, your friends, your community, your university. Giving back takes many forms, and we all know that the economics of starting a career and a life after college may preclude you from donating precious dollars. But there are other ways to pay it forward. I encourage all of you graduates to return to your high school alma maters to share your early career and Penn State experiences. And you'll always have a home right here at Penn State Wilkes-Barre. One of the great joys of my life is returning to college campuses to share my life experiences and to encourage the future leaders of our community, society, and world. This campus and university has prepared you well and is awaiting your success. The hope is that you will remember this place, these people, and your time here at Penn State Wilkes-Barre. It is often said that college is the best 4 or 5 or 6 years of your life. And I often joke that my time at Penn State was the best 12 years of my life. But I can say with a great deal of certainty that your best days are not in the rearview mirror of history, but rather on future horizons yet unknown. Express your attitude of gratitude by being a servant leader, giving of your time, talent, and treasure to your family, your friends, your community, your alma mater, and in our global economy, our world. Your heart will be more full and your life more complete if you do, and you may even inspire greatness in others. In conclusion, as you move ever forward, as you commence to the next chapter of what I hope is an amazing life, the illusion that comes to my mind is a starry night, a black canvas punctured by the hope of tomorrow, a place we look to in wonder and outstretch our hands in hopes of one day understanding its significance, a place to chase our dreams and make our wishes come true. As we think about the starry night, graduates, I wish you the sky, with all of its hope, optimism, and beauty, because you deserve all of it, and a lifetime of opportunity, meaning, and gratitude. OMG. Congratulations, Penn State Class of 2013. Be well. My name is Jonathan Dougherty, and I approved this message.
You now see why we have such a fantastic advisory board, because it's composed of members who can bring messages and who care about our students and our faculty and our campus as much as Jonathan does. I want to thank Jonathan for his message today, his message of hope and warm wishes. And in order to recognize Jonathan for all of his assistance here today. We want to present to Jonathan probably the most famous icon of Penn State University. Please accept with our gratitude the Nittany Lion.